All right, y'all. So I wanted to dive a little more into the Apollo 11 conspiracy theories and secrets that have been going around for years. Let's get into it real quick, all right? And then I want to check out some unexplained mysteries.
The first unmanned mission to the moon was in 1959 by the Soviet lunar program, with the first manned landing being Apollo 11 in 1969. The primary objective of Apollo 11 was to complete a national goal set by President John F. Kennedy, and this was on May 25, 1961. The goal was to perform a crewed lunar landing and return to Earth. Additional flight objectives included scientific exploration by the lunar module, deployment of a television camera to transmit signals to Earth, and deployment of a solar wind composition experiment and seismic experiment package. During the exploration, the two astronauts were to collect samples from the moon and return them to Earth. They were also given instructions to photograph the lunar surface as much as they could. On July 20th, 1969, American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans ever to land on the moon. Around 6.5 hours later, Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon. However, over the years photographs have made the rounds on social media, and some have found interesting anomalies. NASA has said the majority of these can be explained, and these are either dust particles on the lens, or just other space anomalies that happen to get picked up. Others are not so sure, and have found various anomalies that they suggest are actually UFOs. One photograph that's currently making the rounds is this one of Buzz Aldrin. It's the photograph of Buzz just before he steps on the moon. However, those that have zoomed in on this image have allegedly found an unidentified flying object in the background. And
Some people believe it's unidentified. Some people believe that it's proof that we never went there and we had up some type of green screen or some type of black background and they caught the defect that proved that we never went there. That's the whole debate and argument back and forth, if some of you didn't know.
On this image have allegedly found an unidentified flying object in the background. And not only that, but they say this craft matches the same shape as those that are seen on our planet. Amateur researchers have said that the craft is triangular or boomerang shaped. This is noted as being one of the most common shaped UFOs that are reported from around the world, leading some to put forward some interesting theories for why this craft was there during the moon landing.
See, that's why I wanted to come back and look at this, right? I saw a video that said NASA shut down a live feed, and they shut down a live feed for something that was caught on camera, and it resembled this, right? And I could not for the life of me remember till it dawned on me this morning that I've seen something like that in a similar video or something, right? And later on in the day, it hit me. I was like, I think it was an Apollo 11 type video, man. So let me do a search, see can we find a new or one that we haven't seen and see if they have that in it. And it did. And it did. Listen, bro, just all we got to do is just keep connecting the dots.
There's some that have suggested that the craft seen here is actually one of the triangular UFOs that's commonly seen on Earth. These black triangles are commonly seen in various countries, most commonly the United Kingdom, the United States and Germany. The craft in the photograph matches the description of the triangle UFOs, which caused some to suggest that they may not belong to us. Various triangle-shaped UFOs have been seen close to the moon, which has caused some to question why they're there and why they're so interested in our moon. For over 40 years, the triangle UFO has caused much debate. It's perhaps one of the more mysterious UFOs that's reported. These crafts are often reported as being silent, and have been on a number of occasions just hovering in the sky. Sightings of the triangle UFOs often come in waves, with people seeing dozens at a time. They are also perhaps the most photographed UFO as well, with even news programs covering them. What's most interesting about these crafts is that they've been witnessed hovering motionless in the sky, and then suddenly making a high-speed departure. pilots have said that they're faster than any conventional aircraft that's currently in the sky. Some have put forward the theory that the Triangle UFOs are top-secret government craft, while others have said it's most likely the next step in the stealth series of crafts, hence why they're able to do things that other planes can't. There's still a group of people though that think that these objects are unexplained. Although we mentioned that sightings come in waves, here in the UK these crafts are seen nearly every other week. Incredibly, there have been around 4,000 reports of the triangles since the 1990s in the UK alone. There have also been waves of triangle sightings in Belgium, France, Holland and Germany. One skeptic, however, spoke out about this alleged UFO and said the following: "What I find interesting about this photograph is that these are the same people who claim we never went to the moon, and yet here we have a photograph of an alleged UFO. It seems that these type of people can't make their minds up on whether we actually went or not. From looking at the photograph, to me it just looks like a camera anomaly, or possibly a small piece of space debris."
And that sucks, man, that people are doing that, because it take away from the people who actually went and stepped foot on the moon. Those astronauts who did that and accomplished that, like, incredible feat. Like, you're really taking away from them by doing that. Now, if it comes out later on and it's proven, I'll be the first to publicly apologize and say, okay, we have hard facts that we've never been. I apologize. But if not, I just don't see him going through all of that. Now, at the same time, I'm the same person that says you can't trust them. So take that with a grain of salt. But I don't see us faking it. I don't see us faking that. I don't.
The only thing we have to go by is this tiny object in the corner of an image, and I'm sure if we zoomed in on many of the Apollo images we'd find similar looking objects. For me, this is completely natural. NASA also gets a lot of questions in regards to UFOs, and one of these came from a user on Twitter. They asked the following: "I know that it's true that Apollo 11 did spot a UFO. Is it true that other radios could pick up when the television broadcast was shut down during the spotting of the UFOs? If so, is it true these radios could pick up Apollo 11 saying the other spacecraft were spotted on the crater edge of the moon, and were much more advanced than Apollo 11 technology?" Dr. David Morrison, who served as an institute director at NASA, said the following to the questions: "I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you are repeating stories that are known to be false. No astronauts saw UFOs. There are no secret Apollo transmissions, radio or television picked up by hams. There was no case of Apollo astronauts spotting other spacecraft on crater rims or anywhere else. Others disagree with this and have said that over the years many different types of unidentified flying objects have been seen close to the moon, and that after investigations are carried out many of these are forgotten about as they can't be explained. With one person..."
It's not just being seen on the moon. Now they're being seen here. Not now. They've been doing that since forever. But now we have some sort of proof. We have proof. And it's coming out in these UFO hearings, UAP hearings, or whatever you want to classify them as. So that's why I can come on here and say that, listen, man, I don't think that, but when it comes to them saying, that's not a UFO or UAP, now I can say, I don't know if I want to trust you on that subject, on that topic, on that claim, on that statement.
Since saying the following: "I'm not surprised that people still fight this. After all, it's not like NASA and other space agencies are just going to come forward and admit that we've seen UFOs. Of course they're going to say the claims are false. All one has to do is look at recent sightings in the news surrounding the topic, and it's easy to come to a logical answer for what's going on. Again, though NASA have said that these objects are nothing more than camera anomalies, they've stopped speaking on the matter because whatever they say is just pushed aside by believers. Interestingly though, astronauts themselves have spoken on the topic. with some even going public with their encounters and what they saw in space. This has only helped fuel the belief that there are mysterious objects in space, and that as of right now our tech is nowhere near as advanced as theirs. It seems like the topic of UFOs and the interest around it is at an all-time high.
True.
With some even believing that the government will be coming forward with some credible evidence in regards to the topic. It seems that time will tell whether the government knows more than what they're letting on.
But what we have to be afraid of is them deciding, okay, we're going to agree with y'all. And then they start pumping fear out to everyone. Be afraid. We do have contact. We do have some of their ships in hand. And we have intercepted some of their transmissions. And this is being said. We have to be mindful of that too. It's going to be hard, but I feel like that may be the next thing of them trying to say, okay, you got us. And then them trying to promote fear and use that as a form of control.
So what do you make of this alleged unidentified flying object captured in this photograph of Buzz Aldrin?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some super creepy things that have been caught on camera that are starting to freak the internet out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Como ven, aquí.
An unsettling video shared by TikTok user elpatron78 has sent chills down the spines of viewers across the globe, stirring up discussions of the supernatural. elpatron78, who works at a scrapyard, opens his video with a tour of the compound.
Porque ya va a oscurecer. A este Mercedes lo balacearon.
I never thought of junkyards or scrapyards of ever being creepy or having any paranormal activity. I never really thought of them like that.
Y el señor, o muchacho no sé qué haya sido.
Here we see a bullet-riddled car, a haunting relic from an incident that allegedly claimed the life of a young man.
Luego aquí otros tres.
Yo, they lit that car
No,
up.
este como que sí. Murió. Yo creo por eso aquí está encantado.
But what happens next is where things truly get unnerving. Take a look.
Ah, cabrón, oigo ruido. ¿Qué pedo aquí? Ah, su chingada madre. ¿Y este güey que me viene siguiendo o qué?
The car, missing one of its wheels, trundles awkwardly across the yard, its exposed axle dragging through the dirt.
Thing moving by itself?
Pues quién chingado viene manejando a este carro o qué?
Oh, they ain't got no wheel.
Si nomás tiene tres pinches llantas. ¿Es el pinche radiador o qué?
Given the clear absence of anyone else in the vicinity, viewers are left flabbergasted. Could this be evidence of a haunting at the scrapyard? Could it be related to the tragic shooting that took the life of a young man, whose car now sits as a memento of his untimely death?
Este sí lo... Ya el carro ya está... Ya
Yo, bro, he might want to put like some cameras out there or something. He might have a transformer or something on his hand. Another bumblebee or something.
Deterioró porque está viejito, pero...
Until any definitive explanation comes forward, the video serves as an eerie reminder of the tragic event and leaves viewers with an unsettling question. Are we
That's
witnessing
crazy.
the workings of a restless spirit, or simply a bizarre mechanical phenomenon? Only time, or perhaps further investigation, will tell.
¡Párate, cabrón! ¿De dónde vas?
It has
¿Quién
no
chingado viene manejando
wheel.
a este carro o qué? Cabrón. Ya me está dando miedo.
Nah.
Check out this next eerie video, captured by TikTok user unknown1575489.
Why is she frozen? Bro, I'm tripping. What the f?
The OP spots a woman on
Glitch in the Matrix. Y'all spam the like button so we can unplug some more people out of the Matrix. You clearly see there's glitches in the Matrix, man. It's all a computer program.
the side of the road that appears to be frozen. Seconds later, she starts moving again.
Bruv, I'm tripping. What the
This bizarre sighting has prompted the glitch in the Matrix theory once again.
Yes.
tripping? What the
The term glitch in the Matrix originates from the 1999 film The Matrix, a science fiction action thriller where humans live inside a simulated reality, a computer-generated world fabricated by sentient machines to exploit humans. A glitch refers to an irregularity or malfunction, much like in a computer program. Hence, in the context of the film and its subsequent cultural influence, a glitch in the Matrix denotes an inexplicable event or anomaly that seemingly breaks the laws of physics or reality, hinting at the possibility of us living in a simulated universe. This brings us to the simulation hypothesis, a philosophical and scientific theory suggesting that reality, as we understand it, is not the base reality, but instead a sophisticated simulation or virtual reality. The concept of simulated reality dates far back, arguably as early as Plato's allegory of the cave. However, the modern technological interpretation of this hypothesis was first rigorously explored by Nick Bostrom, a philosopher at the University of Oxford. In his 2003 paper, Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?, Bostrom argued that at least one of the following must be true. The human species is very likely to go extinct before reaching a post-human stage, where we possess the enormous computational power necessary to run realistic simulations of our forebears. 2. Any post-human civilization is extremely unlikely to run a significant number of such simulations. And number 3, we're almost certainly living in a computer simulation. Underpinning this argument is the belief that future civilizations would have access to extraordinarily powerful computers, capable of simulating the entire mental history of humankind, using less than 1/millionth of their processing power for just 1 second. Supporters of the simulation hypothesis often point to anomalies in quantum physics, such as the double slit experiment and quantum entanglement, as evidence of a simulated reality, drawing parallels between these phenomena and features in video games or computer simulations. However, it's important to note that this hypothesis remains a controversial and unproven theory despite its growing popularity. There's currently no empirical evidence to support the idea that we are living in a simulation, and is, by its nature, a difficult theory to falsify. So take another look at this footage and ask yourself, could we really be living
That's a glitch in the Matrix.
Why is she frozen? Bruv, I'm tripping.
And I know some people that have still not yet watched The Matrix, bro. Please go watch it. This is not a promotion or ad or anything. Watch it, bro. It'll change the way you look at things and your whole way of life. Your whole world will change, man. I'm telling you, watch The Matrix, bro, and you'll understand what we're talking about.
What the
Does he cry quite a lot?
In a hair-raising series of videos that have been capturing the attention of TikTok users, @Paranormal Theory presents a tale that is as riveting as it is inexplicable. The video features a young boy, Elliot, who has apparently been experiencing some truly eerie encounters. In the first video, the father stumbles upon Elliot engrossed in sketching a disturbing image. A man hanging from a noose.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner? Oh, why have you drawn that?
When asked, Elliot nonchalantly discloses that this hanging man visits him at nighttime, adding that he's been told not to share these encounters with anyone.
Why? Oh, really?
But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
As the series continues, another video shows Elliot fixated on a corner of his room, apparently talking to an invisible entity.
I ain't gonna lie, him saying stuff like that, we have to take a little field trip to go see a priest that day. Like, oh, you said what? All right, come on. I'm canceling all my plans for the day. We going now.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, really?
When prompted, the boy reveals he's trying to get the unseen person to stop crying.
Are you crying?
Adding another layer to the disquieting narrative, Elliot is then asked to recreate the image of the hanging man.
Right, so what's these on his face?
True to the initial description, Elliot's
Tears.
drawing features a weeping man with a noose around his neck.
Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got his fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
Parents, somebody, what do you do in this situation? Huh? How do you parent this situation? Okay, I see a lot of people always want to speak up and tell people how to parent. How do you parent this?
Further explains that the spectral figure disrupts his sleep, causing disturbances by knocking things over and crying.
He annoys me at the night because he keeps saying,
It annoys me at night. Keeps banging.
Thank you.
These unfolding episodes, presented in real time, have captured the imagination of viewers, eliciting a mix of alarm and some skepticism. It's a widely held belief that children, with their untarnished innocence, are more open to the supernatural world. So could this be the case with young Elliot? The question of whether Elliot is genuinely haunted remains open-ended. As it stands, the ongoing videos spark more questions than they answer. As the OP continues to document these peculiar encounters in real time, viewers are left on edge, wondering if there's indeed a spectral presence, or if it's merely the product of an imaginative child's mind.
What are you talking about, buddy?
The fascination with the supernatural continues to grip the TikTok community. In a recent video posted by user PG Stories Official, a young boy describes a chilling encounter with unseen entities, sparking further speculation about the phenomenon of children being susceptible to supernatural encounters. The video captures the young boy as he narrates his harrowing experience in real time.
I see that blood in the ghost.
There's a blood in that ghost?
Yes, all of them.
All of
Ghost
them.
in here?
No, there's blood all everywhere in those ghosts.
There's blood.
No. You said all of them. Like the last kid only was talking about one person. Now you seeing a bunch of them. Come on, y'all. How do we parent this? Right? How do we parent this? If this was your kid, what are you doing?
Where in the ghost is?
Yes,
He claims to see blood-covered ghosts standing in a dark corner of the room.
there's blood all everywhere in those ghosts. Why you stand the
Wow. Are they?
The other kid said what? He saw him in the corner too, right? Didn't he say that? What is up with the corners?
ghosts fake?
No,
Or not pretend?
no.
Speaking with a seriousness that belies his age, he insists that these are real ghosts in their house.
You see them?
Yeah, they ain't alive.
They're not alive.
No.
His conviction, as well as his detailed description of the ghastly figures, creates an atmosphere of palpable tension.
Why you stand the night? 1, 5, 2, 5.
The unsettling video begs the question, is this another instance of a child genuinely interacting with the supernatural, or is it just an imaginative tale woven by a creative mind? As with many
Listen, we know kids have vivid imaginations, wild imaginations, crazy imaginations. It's just one thing that's connecting the dot. Both of those kids said in the corner. In the corner. That's what kind of gets me on this.
such claims, the truth may remain elusive. However, one thing is clear, this bone-chilling narrative is continuing to captivate and mystify the TikTok community.
There's real ghosts in this house. You see them?
Yeah, they ain't alive.
They're not alive.
No.
In a video that's stirring both intrigue and skepticism across social media, Instagram user Filtering Mysteries has shared a curious sighting from the O'Higgins region of Chile. Take a look.
What is that?
The footage captures a peculiar object, remarkably similar to a humanoid shape, floating eerily through the open sky.
Como que tiene el ki volando, weón.
Naturally, this sighting has led to a wave of speculation, with theories ranging from the extraterrestrial to the supernatural, with some users saying it's an alien or even a witch. To appreciate the depths of these theories, one must delve into the rich tapestry of Chilean paranormal folklore. Chile, like many other South American countries, has a long history of supernatural lore and alleged sightings of mystical beings, with tales of La Llorona, the Weeping Woman, and El Troco, a forest creature known for its hypnotic powers, woven into the cultural fabric. Witches in particular hold a prominent place in Chilean folklore. In Chiloe, an island in the south of Chile, tales of a witch's sect known as La Recta Provincia abound. According to the local law, these witches could transform into birds or even ride a magical boat through the skies. So what do you make of this odd sighting? Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below.
See, that's when you go back in the house and you just pretend you didn't see nothing. You lock your doors. You know what I'm saying? You shut all the windows, close the blinds, and you act like you ain't see it. And you try your best. I mean, what are y'all gonna do in that situation? You walk outside and you see that. What are you doing? Besides getting in your car, leaving, and never coming back. That's what I'm asking.
An eerie video clip shared by YouTube user Nixmatic has gripped viewers with intrigue and some skepticism. The location of the video remains uncertain, though many speculate it was filmed somewhere in South America. The unsettling footage shows two men investigating an unusual sound emanating from a shadowy concrete structure.
In the dark. Not smart.
Eventually, they go closer to investigate.
All he got is the light from his phone.
This is what they see. Here it is slowed down. Many viewers are calling this a legitimate sighting of a duende.
What is a duende?
For those unfamiliar with Latin folklore, a duende is a fairy or goblin-like mythological creature. While the specifics of the creature vary from region to region, common elements of the duende myth include the creature's small stature, penchant for mischief, and preference for dwelling in homes and the surrounding areas. Depending on the cultural context, duendes can be seen as protective spirits, mischievous tricksters, or even malevolent entities. Given the rich folklore surrounding duendes in South America, it's no surprise that the mysterious figure in Nixmatic's video has triggered speculation about a duende sighting. Before we take a look at an eerie sighting that's been captured in Japan, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our creepy, mysterious videos.
Exactly. Spam the like button, man. Put hashtag unplugged in the comment section so we can unplug people out of the matrix.
A video uploaded to Facebook by page Alien Skies has sparked intrigue and discussion amongst viewers. The footage was captured near Kasakabe in Japan in mid-2022.
Are y'all seeing this?
The passengers in the car can be heard speculating about the possible nature of the strange aerial phenomenon.
Now, I know people wanted to say Photoshop or whatever y'all want to call it, good editing, CGI, whatever. But you see the way that just went behind the trees? Yeah, that gives a little bit more realness for me. Let's see when it goes around this bridge. It's overpass.
This sighting is just one instance of the many unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, that have been reported throughout history, and particularly in Japan, a country known for its rich folklore and advanced technology.
Saw that?
UAP, a term used to describe any airborne object that can't be immediately identified, has gained widespread attention, particularly in the context of potential extraterrestrial life. In Japan, there have been numerous historical accounts detailing mysterious objects with no known origin. On February 22, 1803, fishermen off the coast of Hitachi province in Japan found a strange ship floating in the sea. They towed it to shore and were amazed at its size and design. It was about 11 feet high and 18 feet wide, shaped like an incense burner or a rice pot. The top of the ship seemed to be made of a polished red lacquered material and the bottom was metal. It had a thick rim around the middle, was painted black and had 4 small windows. The ship also had several glass windows sealed with a type of resin. These windows let the fishermen see inside, where they found writing in a language that they couldn't understand. They also found a woman with very pale pink skin wearing clothes made of a smooth, unknown material. She tried to speak to the fishermen, but they couldn't understand her, and she didn't seem to understand them either. What was odd about the woman was she always carried a square box around 24 inches in size, made of a light-coloured material. She wouldn't let anyone touch the box, no matter how much they asked. This unusual event has led some historians to suggest that the ship might have been extraterrestrial in origin. So what's to be made of this recent sighting in Kasakabe? What could this mysterious flying object really be? Share your theories with one.
They cut the video short. I wanted to see how it came out on the other side of the overpass.
Another in the comments down below.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Strange times, people. You saw it go behind that pole right there, right? Watch.